Shaquille O'Neal, of course, helped Miami win the championship in 2006. There are reports that he and the Boston Celtics are close on a deal. And Segs, what do you know about this?
I just know it's a major surprise. I think with the Kendrick Perkins injury, once he comes back, you know, so Jermaine O'Neal signing now, I think it's going to be a big logjam. I really think that the Celtics would have won the NBA championship last year. They would have beaten the Lakers in Game 7 if Perkins would have been healthy. So I think it's just a case of adding some more, maybe insurance down the stretch.
Do you agree with that, by the way? Is it that simple that Perk is in there, they win the championship?
I mean, they went to Game 7. They lost him a game earlier. You know, Kobe didn't have a great game in that championship. I think you make a very good point, you know. But ifs, you know, we really can't count. But I agree with you. I think if Perkins was healthy, we may have seen a different outcome. And the fact that you have Shaq there, the fact that Rasheed is still weeble-wobbling, even though one day you hear he's gone, next day you hear he's back.
What are you hearing? Is he going to come back?
I'm not really sure. You know, I haven't talked to him, but the type of guy I know he is. I know he's emotional. I know he hates losing, but I think he'll think about it, and hopefully he'll come back. I mean, as an ex-player, you got to play until you can't run anymore, so hopefully he'll keep enjoying it.
Can they bring him back, though, if they sign Shaq? Is there a spot for him? Do they have the money?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, did they already take him off the books? There's a lot of questions, you know. And
he has not filed his retirement papers as of right now, keeping, you know, a trade possibility open. But the thing is with Shaquille O'Neal, you know, there were some concerns that, you know, if he's not happy coming off the bench, that he can be disruptive, and that maybe that was the case a little bit in some previous stops
That's the
for him.
Shaq of a few years ago.
He'd
be happy not to practice. Just, hey, you want me to play a few good games? I will, you know. No.
Right.
You think he's okay coming off the bench?
I think it depends on where he is. I mean, he can start on 20 teams easily, but if he wants to come off the bench, like you said, it'll be a lot easier on his body. He doesn't have to get hurt at game number 30 as it's happened maybe the last 4 or 5 years. So, and it's a veteran team. And when I got a chance to play on a veteran team like the Pistons, they knew how to treat you different than the rookie teams that you just beat up for no reason. He's going to be able to see his trainers. He's not going to have to practice a lot. So you never know. And if he goes into the playoffs playing strong and maybe has an agreement with them to start, then you never know what can happen.
Plus the coach. He'll have Doc Rivers. Doc will say to him, "What do you want, Shaq? What do you want me to do with you?"
Yeah.
And they'll communicate. Doc's so good with the players, so no, I don't think it'd be a problem at all. He'd be a factor come playoff time.
It's not final at all. It's just a report out there that Boston and Shaq are coming closer to making a deal. But the bottom line is, if no Sheed, no Perk for at least the first half of the year, that's Boston down 2 bigs. They've already added Jermaine O'Neal. They may need to add another O'Neal and get a monopoly on O'Neals.